Greetings and salutations everyone, I'm Ekmak, this is Limbus Company Twining Threads. In the last episode, we might be helping Gregor get over his old problems. That'd be nice. But as it is, we instead have the basement to jump into. And it is going to be combat. We can tell that immediately. Should I level max my Blood Fiend identities because I don't feel like we're going to need to see them used any further. Or rather, they aren't going to be used in experienced excavations because they're just too statistically diverse, but at the same time, you're getting free XP by being under the level cap. I think that's something I wish they would change. I wish they would make it so that you can still earn experience at the level cap. It's just that it won't actually level you up. Even if it's just to the limit of what it would take to get you to level 61, it would make it feel so much more efficient to me. Anyhow, once we dealt with the Forvists who invaded the Thumbnerve's father's destroyed corridor, we left for the indexes. And ran into a few familiar faces waiting for us at our destination. Huh? Don't you guys have today off? Yeah, but I thought I might as well come along. It's, you keep summoning us while we're in the middle of something, so I decided that it might actually be more convenient for us to be with you in person. Your summoning occurred at the most unideal moment. Now, I know you weren't doing it on purpose, but all 3 times you summoned me, I was leaning over snacks topped with a bunch of whipped cream. Today I learned that blacking out and waking up to a me-shaped indent in a cake I was about to chow down on doesn't make for a very relaxing break. Sorry about that. I should have checked in with you guys before summoning, but I'm still getting used to it. Okay, now you're being too sorry. No hard feelings here, you know. I'm tagging along because I needed some exercise, that's all. I appreciate the additional employee assignments. Now, if you could share any information you know about yet another corridor. I hung out here all the time, so I know this place a little. There was this super clingy, annoying little... no, that wasn't the masked dude. There was this other... Is there something you don't remember? Oh right, Kira probably doesn't remember Sora. Sora? I don't think that name rings any bells for us either. Is that someone who used to live here? Yeah, well, Sora was the Index Apprentice, so she probably lived here. Forsooth, the Index Apprentice? Who, pray tell, wherefore is it that the Middle Thumb and Ring each have apprentices, yet the Index and Pinky lack them? It would indeed be odd if a mere 3 of the 5 fingers kept apprentices each. Retrace I might my collections, yet I find it like following a trail of odorless air. Invisible and unreal. No, there was someone, but I can't... The representations of the Pinky and Index's apprentices are missing. No, to be more precise, a merciless blade has shredded and reduced them to intangible formlessness. How refreshing to hear that same impression from someone else rather than myself for once. As it seemed I was the only one who remembered the 2 apprentices, I retraced back to our first meeting, and briefly shared what I knew about Sora. She doesn't sound like a very forgettable character. Well, the Arahashiki cut her into ribbons. That would explain why it feels as though I'm recalling a sequence of events, with critical part missing in between. I can almost imagine her giggling to herself like a creepy Lola. And she probably wears glasses too, right? Like one of those gloomy introverts from anime. I see. So that's why it feels like I'm tearing through each strand of a weave. Ryoshu? Let's say the world's made of strings or threads, Clock. With every slash, this blade would be cutting through the flow of strands that twine to comprise one's existence. When an object is severed forever beyond repair, you'd think neither trace nor shape would be left of it. But now they've pieced some of it together, it's almost... Instead of elaborating further, Ryoshu fell silent again, save for the tip of her cigarette turning to ash, like she was recalling another incomplete memory. I did see that snapshot. It was brief, but there was a scene being blotted out. I guess she's trying to avoid over-speculating on what she doesn't know for sure. Damn, that totally breaks the meta. I had a vague idea of how it works, but this is the first time I'm hearing the deets. Papa had to go through 4 ramp-up stages and remove heals to even make full use of his sword. Honestly, yours needs a trade-off. His sword totally power creeps Papa's. 4 stages? Is that what we can expect from Nurse Father Utis? Huh. T.O.? There's plenty already. Oh, so true. Guess slicing your memories away is one hell of a trade-off, man. Sorry. Okay, so I'm guessing you don't have anything to contribute for this corridor? Ah, I've got one. I don't know where it leads, but the index guy used it all the time. Hopefully it doesn't drop us into an army of indexes. TPU, they rarely gather in big groups. She said that's pretty unlikely. No, you've ruined her fun. Ow, what was that for, Ryoshu? Wait, did you just hit me with that sword handle? I didn't do anything. But I saw it. I saw Ryoshu's scabbard, Araya, suddenly jerking to the side, prodding Sinclair like it was annoyed by something. I won't STS, I'll SYLC until you can barely walk. I swear, this isn't a slander or whatever. Look, you poked me so hard it left a mark on my arm. Here. Well, I don't want to read too much into it, but the scabbard was rattling like it was irritated by something. Stop interpreting for her. This is why she won't stop making up these nonsense acronyms. He's making it worse. I gotta stop him from translating for her somehow. Araya? Wait, that voice just now. It sounded a lot like Araya's. Dante, you saw that too, right? Ryoshu didn't do anything. Wait, really? It really wasn't her? No. Then it's decided. To be fair to Sinclair, no one else but I saw in full detail how the scabbard came to be. Which means that he couldn't imagine in his wildest dreams that the scabbard poked him of its own volition. It doesn't seem like any of the sinners heard that voice either. Damn, you guys bully him a lot, huh? Yeah, well, the lad's been long overdue for a little smack upside his noggin. We should head inside, let's not keep Alan waiting. Kira directed us towards an almost disturbingly normal wooden door. So featureless I couldn't mistake it for any of the other dozens of doors I could have mistaken it for any of the other dozens of doors we'd walked past in the nests. We were greeted by a whiff of stale, musty air the moment we walked through the door. I think this leads to a basement. Oh. This is from Yi Sang's Uptai story. And emerged to what appeared to be an almost dungeon-like basement area. Whenever the Master Dunk's beeper rang, he'd walk through this door. So, who are they? The Index. Signs of life. There were people living down here up until just a few hours ago. Why are you here, paper slips? We were only executing the prescript. I've had it with these prescripts. Though at least yours don't make annoying beeps. The basement was stocked with shelf-stable and non-perishable food. And the cells were all completely empty save for what looked like a makeshift bathroom in each of them. It is likely that this dungeon was used to imprison individuals of varying features that may be required to complete a prescript. Seriously? This room seems to have been used for something worse than simple incarceration. Among Faust's conjectures is that the captives were conditioned in body and mind in various ways to match the prescript's liking. Ugh, sounds like that guy was just as crazy as the rest of them. Wait, that staircase right there leads up. Let's check out what's... Friggin' annoying, man. The heck are you doing? You cannot enter through this door. Oh, I see. Another grief of body blocking the doorway. Move. I need to see something. The will of the prescript forbids you. You cannot enter through this door. What do we do? Is it worth forcing our way in there? They seem pretty adamant about not letting us in. I'd prefer if we stayed as far as possible from anything that has to do with the gods, the prescripts, but nothing in this basement gives me any indication as to where the door connects to. Lutus is right. We're gonna have to get upstairs somehow if we want to get an idea of where this door leads. If Rienne's been using this basement, then I'd like to see what's upstairs. Honestly, learning that this door connects to some basement is more than enough intel to cross it off the list. Still, if there's anything to do with Ryoshu's memories... Alright then, let's push through. Executing your command, Executive Manager. The will of the prescript is absolute. Is it though? Is this an unfocused encounter? Is this a focused encounter? Yes, it is unfocused. And yep, just as I thought, this is index targeting nonsense. Attack and hit. A sinner. Well, damn it. Gain clash power because we're the frickin' target. I don't like this because it basically makes the aggro system completely useless. I probably could have figured out that this was something out of the ordinary if I'd paid attention. I hate Index. Now I remember, I really hate the Index. They were an absolute difficulty spike back in Ruiner. And the thing is, I'm pretty sure the target, if this follows the Ruiner rules, then they won't change the target. Oh wait, no, they do change their target, but they keep changing it to fast people. This asshole. They're all slash resistant, damn it.
나가서 싸워. 뒤는 내가
목이 피었잖아.
아이씨, 짜증나게.
서로에게 피날레다.
You really had to do me dirty like that, didn't you? Thank you, Kira. Yeah, this bleed team is actually kind of slash heavy now that I think about it. And oh, I could have used his backwards counter, but I was so annoyed after earlier.
저 로신한테 꿈에 닿을 때까지 몇 번이고! 남았어도 이 정도쯤은
저는 배인 줄도 몰랐는데.
They're all PS weak, and we have about 4 enemies to go, but... Sure, you can probably get a pretty decent hit on that guy. Responsibility to rebuild. Make sure we intercept that.
전부 쳐주게!
따뜻한 엎드리도록.
Oh, that was fun. Almost makes up for that atrocious opening.
40.
I probably should have paid more attention. I just assumed that it was going to be another Last Blunt Gloom encounter, but no, these guys are all PS resistance.
너희의 눈, 이 혈투를 승리로 이끌겠다.
All of them hidden Ryoshu then. Yeah, they gain unbreakable coins at the end. If their prescript is high enough, or if it's an index target. We aren't seeing their ultimate attack though, it's just the skill 1 and skill 2 a lot.
상담은 나중으로 하지.
He needs healing, but I guess this works just as well.
못 쳐지게!
나가서 싸워. 뒤는 내가 가지. 아류탄초 경연듯이 찢겨라.
따스한 피. 왕의 비호를 하사한다.
Ooh, that was a flashy little skill.
전부 녹여서 썰어버려도 상관없지?
Disemboweling thermal blades skill. When blades are on. Okay.
따스한 피. 너는 가족이 되기 약하군.
자, 체디, 나를 따라해보는 거야. 짜잔!
꽤 잘 갈렸고.
Oh, so that's the little snapshot that we saw. What's up there? You may speak to me casually, Araya, but in the presence of other apprentices, perhaps you should find it preferable to mimic the tone of the Dahui Star. Come on, it's not like I wanted to be Dahui Star. Just let me do whatever I want while I'm here. Certainly you have a point. So what's up there? Up the stairs? I'm not sure myself. I've never been upstairs. Aren't you even a little curious? Why bother peeling back the heavens to see what is beyond? Those wanting of yearning needn't raise their heads skyward. Am I seeing Arise memories? Clock, what did you see? I'm not sure, but now we've got another reason to check what's upstairs. 25 minutes, huh?
행진을 멈추지 마라. 이 좁디 좁은 왕국을 넘어 멸망한 그 땅으로 돌아갈 때까지. 보아라, 저들이 우리의 모습을 우러러보는 것을.
Huh, Mersault actually got the highest damage dealt. And he took no damage, whereas Gregor took a lot of damage, but a lot of that comes from bleed. And that first failed round from Don Quixote really screwed her up. Alright, so that is an encounter and we don't have anything left. But we are 2/3 of the way there.
So we've still got some time to go. Until next time, guys, take care. I'll see you all around.